Good morning. Here's a version of Tangled Up In Blue, famous song by Bob Dylan, and to a beat that you can all recognize. Shining, I was laying in bed. Wondered if she checked it all, was it red? Folks would say our life together, it was running rough. What did it like Mama's homemade dress? Mama definitely wasn't giving up. I was standing on the side of the road, rain falling on my shoes. Heading out for the East Coast, God knows I did some dues. Tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of the jam, I guess that was too much fun. We drove that car as far as we could, ended out west. Split it up on a dark side night, both agreed and it was best. As I was driving away, said over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue. I had a job in Tangled Woods, working as a cook for a spell. I never did it like an old that much one day the actions fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans, but I haven't been employed. Waiting for a while in the fishing boat, right out of the Delaware. And all the while I wasn't known, the past was close behind. Seen a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind, and I was tangled up in blue. Stopped in for a beer. I kept looking inside her face and the spotlights of fear. And later on, as the crowd thinned out, I was about to do the same. She was standing beside my chair, thinking I know your name. I muttered under my breath. She stared me down in my face. I noticed that I felt a little uneasy when I looked on me like this face. I should. Offered me a pipe. Thought you'd never say hello. You looked like the sabotage. And she opened up a book of poems, handed it to me. Written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of those words rang true and moved like burning coal. Opened up to everything that's written in my soul. On Market Street, in the basement down the stairs. Music in the cafes at night, revolution. Then he started taking the stage, and something inside him died. She tried to sell everything she owed, so it was up inside. And when the bottom found out, I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was keep on keeping on like a good ass. Back again. I have to get to know somehow. All the people we used to know, they're Gucci TV now. Some are mathematicians, some are carpenters. why. Don't know how it all gets started from the look at a dude that I'm still on the road, heading for another joint. We always feel the same, we get started from a different point. Tangled up in blue.
Good day to you.